Hey, what's up? This is Jesus Dreads, and welcome to another Dread update. So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep this video short. I don't want to go over like 5 or 6 minutes, but I'll keep it short. So my hair was crocheted. I started rubbing my hair. It survived the first wash, but I started rubbing my hair with my hand. They started to unravel. It made my hair more curly where it was locked in those sections. And yeah, so my hair is like super curly right now. And all I'm doing to keep the knots forming and get my progress going is I'll just rub my head with my hand. And yeah, so that's really all I do at this point, because my hair's gotten to the point where it's like really curly. So yeah, that's what I'm doing at this point. I'm just rubbing my hair with my hand. You can also use product if you want to. I'm using Jamaican mango and lime locking firm wax. You don't need a lot, you know, you don't need to get a huge scoop. Just dab your finger in it a little bit and then just rub between your hands and then just start rubbing your head. And then yeah, and here's something that I propose that you do if you're on the dreadlock journey like I am, because this is what I'm figuring out that's working so far. So like, if you get to the point where you wash your hair, like you do the towel rub, or you make the dreads with crochet hook, whatever you do, whatever method you choose. When it comes down to the first wash, don't go a month without washing, because water is really important with dreads, because it helps the hair expand and contract. And when it contracts, it makes the knot super, like, more tighter. So it's like, washing your hair is super beneficial for dreads. So this is what I propose. Like, after your first wash, when you start implementing washing every 2 days or every 3 days, whatever your wash schedule is going to be, or hair wash schedule, what you want to do I'll just call it like AB routine. So after your first wash, leading up to your next wash, what you want to do, you want to get your sea salt spray and spray your head all over, you know, and then just rub your head with your hand. It don't have to dry. The water doesn't have to dry. It'll dry because you're rubbing it. But you know, don't get your hair like super damp, but you know, super wet. You just leave it a little damp, because that'll help the hair not break off too. So like for 2 days or 3 days to your next wash, start with A, which is sea salt spray, and that'll help start knots. So like, just rub your head with your hand with the sea salt spray on your hair, and then, you know, do that like once a day, or do it more if you want to, and let me know how it goes. But I only did it like once a day. Like, this is what I've done. Like, I only did it like once a day, and that salt stays in your hair like for a couple days, so it doesn't go away. So it keeps keeping it dry, and it makes your hair curly too. It just accentuates, I don't know the word, I'm trying to sound smart. It just makes your hair more curly when you use sea salt water. And yeah, so you're just going to keep rubbing your hair with your hand with the sea salt water on it. And you do that for however many days, 2 days, 3 days, whenever your next wash is. Just do that every day. And then just keep rubbing until you're satisfied with your progress, or your head hurts or whatever. And after that, what you do next is you go ahead and wash your hair. Go ahead and wash your hair. You can use a wave cap if you want to. If you don't want to lose progress, if you think you'll lose progress, just use a wave cap and put the soap and stuff on top of the wave cap and rinse through the wave cap. So yeah, so when you have your second wash, okay, so you're gonna switch it up. So next, this is what I'm doing. You don't have to do what I'm doing, but I feel like it's working for me, so I feel like I ought to share this. So I can't claim this for other waxes, but I know with the Jamaican mango and lime, it washes out. Believe it or not, it'll wash out. Like, it don't wash out completely, but maybe give it like 2 or 3 washes and it's like out. It's out, you know? Just make sure you dry your hair good. That's the important thing. So after your second wash, you know, the next 2 days or 3 days before your next wash, what you're gonna do, you take your Jamaican mango and lime. I recommend this stuff because it actually washes out. But you just get some of this on your finger, and then rub it between your hands, and then just start applying it to your hair and rubbing at the same time, like rubbing in a circular motion. And do that for like 3 days until your next wash. You don't have to put a ton of it in there. I say maybe put 1 application of the wax or 2 applications a day, and then just keep rubbing your hair. And this is going to keep your hair moisturized and kind of prevent your hair from breaking as easily. So that's really what I recommend. And then when it's time to wash again, you know, just get a good clarifying shampoo like Neutrogena and a residue-free shampoo, and yeah, and then clean it out really good with that. You can use the wave cap if you feel like you're gonna lose progress, but you'll get to a point where, you know, the knots are getting tighter and it's a slow go. But for me, that's what's working right now. So like what I'm doing now, I'm just using wax in my hair until my next wash, which is going to be tomorrow. And then after that wash, I'll go back to the sea salt spray. And what it's doing is, when you alternate like that between washes, you're helping the hair make knots because you're making the hair drier. And when you're rubbing it, it's just the perfect storm, because you're rubbing your hair, giving it friction to make more knots. The sea salt water is going to help create more knots and make the existing knots feel tighter, because when the water dries, that's what happens. It contracts that are there, the knots that are there. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I also recommend people do if they have a hard time like starting dreadlocks with short hair. Like, my hair's probably like 2 inches right now, and I'm doing this and it's forming knots, and I just have to do this every day. So like, yeah, I guess I just call it the AB routine. Like the A routine, sea salt water. The B routine, wax. So yeah, it's super simple. Sea salt water. So after your first wash, sea salt water and rubbing your hair, giving interaction and friction to make more knots. You can use a towel rub method if you want to or not. I use the hand because I have knots that are already there. They're not going anywhere. So I'll start using my hand to do it because it's less, it doesn't break as much hair as a towel. So yeah, so after your first wash, you know, use the sea salt spray, and then when it's time for your next wash, you know, give it a good wash, and then move on to the wax for a couple days or 3 days, however long you're gonna wash your hair. Not wash your hair. But that's honestly all it is. That's what I've been doing, and I'm making progress slowly, but it's getting there. But yeah, that's all I wanted to share and kind of give you an update what's going on. But this video is long enough as it is, so I will catch you guys later. Peace.